It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. And this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. On target to Waddle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie starter out of Michigan State University.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Here's 2nd and 7. Cut near the goal line. And he gets the first down before being taken down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. The drive begins with Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Escapes a defender. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
Check that. Get it. Go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hand off to the up back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They're going to run and draw here with Benson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds McConkey. And he gets this forward to the 19. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. From the 19. That's him on the quick hitter. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he mixed it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Lawrence working from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a one-score game. Turner now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Right back to Allen. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to 8.
Right now, let's go get 6.
On the set.
2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football.
Here we go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 3 now. Benson on the counter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to break...
And in for the Dallas touchdown! 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
McPherson to add the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Smith and Jigba gonna motion over left. Juke the defender. And he's gonna bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Now it's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch is made by Elijah Mitchell. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Complete Derrick Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 27. Has it at the 7. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mitchell. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
The kick by Turner is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys about set to take over. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Offense working quickly. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a run for Henry. Oh, stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Lawrence throwing here. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that 1st tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that 1st tackle, he can absorb a
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Bengals with some work to do, trailing in this game. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. Turnaround's the extra point. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 4.
Bengals 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
A gain of 47 on the play. That's good for a Cowboys.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. Has it down close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
He keeps it himself. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Bengals and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. First down throw, Lawrence. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.